In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 non-Google ways to get massive traffic to your website. And for the low price of absolutely nothing, I'm not only going to reveal what these traffic sources are, I'm going to give you a crash course on how you can get from noob to gigachad in each of them today.
But Matt, you're an SEO monkey. What do you know about other ways to get traffic?
Well, I built one of the biggest backlink agencies in the industry that brings in 7 figures revenue per month. How much does it rely on SEO? An insignificant 600 monthly visitors. Also have a done-for-you SEO agency called The Search Initiative. And while it might sound like an IQ 200 idea to rank #1 on Google for SEO agency,
not.
that keyword is in the super difficult category according to Ahrefs because every SEO agency on the planet competes for it. And even if you did manage to rank on page 1, look at how many damn ads you need to scroll past. Thanks, Google. However, despite ignoring SEO for my SEO agency, I was able to increase monthly revenue from $139,000 to $256,000 in less than 2 years. Now, I'm not gonna lie, SEO is still pound for pound the best traffic source. But as you know, it takes patience. And it's only a portion of the total traffic a business can get. This is a pie chart representing a traffic diversified business. Do you really want to throw away 60% of that traffic?
Hell no!
So let's get cranking with your GigaChad non-SEO alternatives. But real quick, I want to let you know that I have 3 once-a-year deals for you this Black Friday. Starting November 29th, my SEO agency, The Search Initiative, is offering buy 2 months of SEO service, get the 3rd month free, limited to the first 5 signups. My PPC agency, Diggity Media, similarly is offering the same deal. And my video agency, Epic Video, is offering 25% off. Check out diggitymarketing.com/Black-Friday-2024 to learn more. Now back to the video. For each of these traffic sources, I'm going to tell you why you can't ignore it, a direct example of how I've used it to grow 1 or more of my businesses, and how you can get started with that traffic source today. Starting with video marketing, in particular YouTube. Now I'm going to be straightforward with you. 3 years ago, before I started YouTube, yeah, I had an online presence, mainly through my website Diggity Marketing and also social media, which we'll touch upon later. But once my introverted ass finally got on YouTube, dude, my business blew the fuck up. And it was way easier than I thought. Plus, later on I figured out that you don't even need to make the videos yourself. Let me explain why YouTube is absolutely necessary for any modern online business. First off, it's the 2nd largest search engine in the world, and the number of users is growing and is projected to continue growing like crazy. YouTube also gives a huge algorithmic advantage to new channels. If you can create decent content, they'll actually do the work for you to grow your audience. And here's the crazy part, they also pay you in the process. YouTube has the best revenue share rate in the industry, giving creators 55% of the earnings they make from ads. I made nearly 100 grand off the platform. But the real kicker is that YouTube converts like no other platform that I've ever seen in my professional life. Let me show you how it works with an example. The way you get traffic back to your website from YouTube is you simply ask your viewers. Remember a minute ago when I said, check out diggitymarketing.com/Black-Friday-2024 to learn more. That simple ask will get thousands of visitors over to my Black Friday offer. And now here's the crazy shit. Every few months I'll release a case study from my agency on my blog. It'll get 5,000 views and generate leads at a 1 to 2% conversion rate. If I take the same case study and make a YouTube video of it, we're talking 30,000 views at a 2 to 3% conversion rate. That's 10 times the leads with the same amount of effort. Not only that, but if you run paid ads, which we'll touch upon soon, retargeting channel viewers gets you the highest return on ad spend. So how do you get started with YouTube? Let me first start by explaining the 2 main things that its ridiculously simple algorithm is based on. The first is CTR, or click-through rate. How often do people click on your video? CTR is influenced by your title and thumbnails. This 350K view video blew up because the thumbnail draws the eye with the possibility of getting 100% score AI content, and because the title used how I make undetectable AI content, instead of how you can make undetectable AI content. People want to know how I, an assumed expert, does things. You learn these little tweaks through experience. The second is retention. YouTube wants viewers to stay on your video for as long as possible. If you're still watching at this point, it means you have nothing better to do or you're actually enjoying this content. Hopefully the latter. That said, I'm also making an effort to keep you here with hooks. Remember when I said, and also social media, which we'll touch upon later. These hooks encourage you to stick around. I have a deep dive video coming out on how to get started with YouTube, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. That said, if you don't want to make videos yourself, these days it's super easy and affordable to outsource the process. I founded a video creation agency called Epic Video that does exactly that. One of our most popular services is Blog to Video, where we'll take your website content and convert it into a YouTube channel with real actors and the whole shebang. By the way, here's a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Search Intelligence.
This campaign got us big links in websites such as Lifehacker, Wales Online, Daily Record, and about 20 other news websites. Let me show you how we've done it. We knew that people people will be flying a lot this summer, and we knew that journalists will be writing about this topic a lot. So, on behalf of our client, we put together a nice guide about how to fall asleep on the plane. Then we use Muckrack to find journalists who write about travel. Then we put our advice in a nice email and send the tips to the journalists. Within just a few days, the links started landing, securing our client natural placements in really big websites, just like this, and this. This is a great example about how you can leverage seasonal trends to earn links to a website. Anticipate what journalists want to write about at all times and give them the stories that they need. They will reward you with some great, juicy links. I hope this is helpful.
Now back to the video. Next on our list of non-SEO traffic sources is paid advertising, which is what helped grow my link building agency to 7 figures per month. Now cue the die-hard SEO or nothing trolls.
But Matt, paying for traffic is for losers.
But what if? Just what if? You could set it up to where you'd only pay for a visitor if you were guaranteed this visitor would make you more money than what you paid? That's what paid advertising is, brosif. When you get a profitable paid ads funnel, it's like having an infinite money glitch machine. Let me explain how this works with an example. When people come to authority builders, there's a lot of things they can do on the site. But one very important action they can take is signing up and getting access to the internal dashboard. I'm using fictional numbers here, but we can determine the value of a sign up as the total value that signed up customers have ever spent divided by the total number of signups. Let's say that's $10. If you can then use paid ads like this on platforms like Meta, Google, and YouTube to acquire leads for less than $10, then you're making a profit. And there's tons of other customer actions you can do this for as well, like getting traffic to your high-ticket affiliate articles, your webinar sign-up pages, or your email marketing landing pages, which I must say is super profitable in 2024, as I'll explain later. Did you hear that? Another hook. I did a deep dive on paid ads and profitable funnels called Don't Do This If You Want to Make Money Online, so make sure to check it out after you finish here. Link in the description. Otherwise, if you need help running your ads, my ad agency Diggity Media has that Black Friday deal going on. Next up, we have social media marketing. Yo, whether you like it or not, you're already a social media marketer. If you have an X, Facebook, or LinkedIn profile and you make posts, then you're marketing yourself on social media. There's only a small adjustment you need to make to start marketing your online business. Here's how I do it. Share posts that teach people stuff on your profile. Whatever you know and know well. People engage with it, meaning they like, comment, and share it. Then the platform's algorithm is like, okay, let's put this in more people's feeds. Once your account starts getting momentum, your posts start seeing tons of eyeballs from which you can use to get to your website. This particular post reached over 4,000 people on Facebook. LinkedIn is especially powerful right now, with this post reaching 36,000 people. But the best one I've managed to pull off lately was on X with 136,000. To add, social media marketing is the easiest, low barrier to entry point to start a personal brand. Once you start sharing information that proves your credentials and creates trust, you start establishing expertise, and people will want to work with you. I own a portfolio company called LeadSpring that partners with existing businesses like law firms, e-commerce businesses, and real estate agencies. By partner, I mean we become part of these businesses with the actual equity in exchange for our SEO services. Let me tell you from experience, cold outreach does not work for these types of partnerships.
Hey, we're the 40th SEO agency that spammed you today. Want to give us part of your business?
But when they come to you because you've proved yourself through social media, the tables have turned. See this post at the top of my Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn profiles? These bring in 95% of our deal flow. Here's a simple formula on how to start with social media marketing. Do the following for 60 days. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I want you to share a 200 to 500 word post showcasing something useful you've learned in your field. You just need to write it once because you can use the same content on all platforms. Don't pitch anything. The goal is to genuinely help other people and, most importantly, learn what types of content and writing style get the most engagement. And here's a pro tip, always start with a hook that people can't resist. This Facebook post starts with, I get paid $3,000 an hour to consult entrepreneurs on how to reach 7 to 8 figures. It's a big brag and annoying to some, but at the same time, you can't help but read what's below. Next up, we have affiliate marketing. And I don't mean being an affiliate, I mean being the boss. If you own a website selling something on the internet, yes, you should do SEO. But what if you had an army of SEOs also with the same goal to refer you traffic? And you only pay them when they make you a sale. This is what happens when you set up an affiliate program for your business. I have an SEO course called the Affiliate Lab. If I ranked #1 for best affiliate marketing course, it wouldn't even work. No one would trust the article because I'd be recommending my own course. But this website Greemdro ranks usually in the top 3, and they've sold hundreds of courses for me. And at a 35% commission rate, we've rightfully paid them a lot of money for it. It's a win-win partnership. How you get started setting up an affiliate program depends on what you're selling. If it's a course, then your course platform like School, Kajabi, or Teachable has it. And definitely your checkout cart like ClickFunnels or ThriveCart does as well. If you're an agency, then certain platforms like High Level have it too. If you sell productized services, I recommend Service Provider Pro. And if you're selling physical or digital goods, there's always affiliate networks like ShareSale or Impact. Next, we have email marketing, which is making a huge comeback this year. You see on platforms like Google, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, yes, they'll send you traffic, but you don't own that traffic. The network does. I can't go on YouTube, click download on my 160,000 subscribers so I can bring them over to LinkedIn. Same as you have no idea on who actually visited your website. But if you can capture an email address, you've captured that traffic forever. And you have traffic on demand. The first way is through an automated follow-up series. When someone subscribes to my email list, they're insta-added to a chain of emails that delivers them a ton of value, but also sends between 300 and 3,000 visitors back to my website per day. However, in my opinion, the real power lies in the ability to broadcast emails out to your list on demand. My ad agency Diggity Media was recently launched and we were able to break 5 figures in the first month, all because of this email list. Here's how you can do this for your own website. This is my ebook guide to humanizing AI prompts. It's also a lead magnet. And when people come to my website, they have the ability to download this guide for free in exchange for their email. I left a link for it in the description if you want it for yourself. To brainstorm ideas for your own lead magnet, I highly recommend ChatGPT. Here's your prompt. I have a website selling and recommending ice baths. Please help me come up with 5 ideas for potential ebook lead magnet guides that I can offer on my website. And here you go. These are all fantastic ideas. I especially like number 2, the beginner's guide to ice baths. The next step is getting these things created. Once again, you can use ChatGPT to help you write it. And for the design, Canva is quite good, or you can even hire someone on Fiverr. Lastly, for your email follow-up series, I like Aweber. It's both simple and affordable. If you want a deep dive into email marketing, I've recently lowered prices on my email marketing masterclass by 75% until the end of the month. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this one.